hello everyone, running up, come faces, the cause and also this is your BPM balls for 2026, June the 28th, Sunday, our 200 hours, 29 minutes and 38 seconds, 6 inches to play, Gran Turismo 7. Hmm. 86 at Weather Tech, Group 4. Okay, that's at a curve at that takes out the undercarriage, but then I couldn't defend otherwise. So I lost the car so that they wouldn't get any damage, or so that there wouldn't be any contact. But there isn't enough damage for them to account for like a maintenance issue. And then I wanted to pay for the repairs basically, because on the second lap is when I come to find out that I can't shift up, I think, and then the transmission, whenever it was, got the right rear wheel, couldn't keep up. Since right now, not right, you can see the damage now. And then I couldn't do anything else with the 86. Like I had to drive defensively, and at the previous race I was driving too much. Because of the acceleration being the first thing that I'm mindful of, and the sound from there, then I know what not to do. And since they're so aggressive, I can't do anything else. And it doesn't matter what the car list is. It's always, I don't want to get an issue with contact or with maintenance. And then in terms of doing the repairs myself, can't remember, we're past the point where no, it's near the end. At this point, right, my choices were carrying me as far as this race, rather than keeping up with these two cars. But then the Sylvia fucks everything up. That's when it gives out. Like, that's it. Because then it did this before, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And then it did this a lot. And then it gives out again, and I'm starting to, and then that's it, and that's why I gave up, and I was like, whatever this is, they're way ahead, and I'm done. And then I know I have an issue for sure. For sure. And then I can't take the chance. And the Vantage, but no, I don't drive the Vantage, but I can drive the Vantage, but there is no driving the Vantage. you never know like what you're gonna get, right? And then I was like, I'm not touching any of you. Given that I can't mind this car list at all, or the car. So I'm like, great. They're gonna pull away. And it's gonna be not a race. But then somehow I'm keeping up, so I was like, okay, great. Barely though, since they keep pulling away. And I can't overdrive this thing. And then I'm starting to. Or they're just getting me. Because they're pulling away and then I'm drawing them in. And no chance again, since I'm driving the Vantage, and I drive American, or the Vantage just you can't take a chance with the Vantage either. And then I'm like still getting, and it's just like, oh, for fucking crying out, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Still trying to just like not get trapped by them. And I'm like, ah, fuck, here we go again. Or here it is. Here we go again, you and me, let's have it. I'm like, no. Let me not just crash or make contact with this thing. I'm like, fuck. At least this thing doesn't have any damage on it, but the track is giving out on me. Well, I know I don't have a chance. And somehow I'm keeping up, or they're not just pulling away. I'm like, great, whatever this. And then I'm done. Like, I'm done here. Because then I start to pull, right? They stop pulling away. And I'm like, no. Where is this overtake that's gonna go wrong? Gonna happen? I was like, that better not be Foxhole. No. And I was like, there's no way I'm getting this wrong. But they are gonna look at me funny whenever I do this. And I'm like, scared of Foxhole. I was like, you wish. And then immediately it's just like, okay. They were driving with an attitude the entire time. I could tell, I could just tell. And I was like, no. Not going to get me. I was like, it's gonna give out at the track, or it's gonna give out one of these cars. I was like, how could they possibly fuck up this Vantage run, basically? And I was like, it's an NSX, how is that even a thing? And I was like, no, the last time I was here. Whatever it is, just go ahead in front of me. I don't care. I don't care. And then it was like, whatever it is in trying to get me to crash, not going to happen. And I was like, gonna drive me off of the track. And I was like, no, you cannot. Driving this hot, basically. Because they're not even safety defensive, just like leftovers, just like easy driving, just like, why are we overdriving this? Behind an NSX. And I'm thinking 4-wheel drive, and I was like, okay, whatever the aspiration is on this Mazda, that this dumb motherfucker does not know about this Mazda. And they're all behind this Sylvia, I'm thinking. And then, well, I'm thinking because of the Sylvia, like somewhere in my they put in, the list just changed a little bit. And I was like, okay, an overtake on the NSX, but then this NSX is pissed off at me. And I was like, okay, go ahead, just whatever this isn't in terms of left and right driving, if there aren't any lanes around it. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. In the middle of the, I was like, ooh, so help me God, so help me God, so help me God, all of you, so help me God. And I was like, yes, this cannot possibly be. I was like, oh, Lance, and I was like, oh, finally, a real human being, or a real person. And I was like, no, I don't know, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening. I was like, whatever this is, just let him go through, just let him go through, just let him go through, I don't care, I don't care. And then immediately, whatever thing is from behind, whenever they just decide to just make contact, and I was like, go ahead, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. But, like, what are you doing? What are you doing this thing that isn't drivable? In terms of just all of users, all of users, all of users, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And I was like, right, carousel. This is where it's gonna happen, isn't it? And I was like, okay. And pretty much, that's how you get out of there. Who cares, so Mazda, NSX, Sylvia, or whatever. I'm like, fine. This just this Mazda and this NSX. And me doing this. Because I'll just go off-road, or just go off the track rather. Because I can just get into the track or not mind, like, no contact is my biggest thing. And then just like maintenance. I just want to get proper respects from, you know. Last time I said you're not gonna do this, or I get asked a question, I was like, I hate this NSX. And I was like, it's group 4-wheel drive, what do you want? Fine, or whatever. So I was like, give it a shot, you'll see how much of a thing it isn't. I was like, fine, or whatever. I was like, calm down already, calm down. And then in terms of just slingshotting him, and then whatever is his attitude about this NSX, that he doesn't know what this Mazda and this fucking Sylvia are about. That I'm just like, you have no idea about how much that Mazda isn't in this race, let alone the Sylvia. And it was just like, now we're friends. Because it's just like, at the straight you see it. This thing doesn't have any arrow, and whatever the Sylvia is pretending to be is just, you're not drivable. Whatever it is that you do, you're not drivable. And I was like, we're fine, by the way. Whoever is driving this NSX that is hurting in turbochargers was better than whatever the Sylvia isn't, or the Mazda. And it was like, I'm on the left. And I was like, see what I mean? I fucking told you this thing wasn't a thing. And I was like, you're fine, losing behind you, or whatever. And now I'm gonna friggin' just mind the fact that I have all the aspiration on my side. As soon as this thing starts turning, I'm like, no, not gonna happen, not gonna happen, not gonna happen. Don't even think about it. It's just not me doing anything. And it was like, again, because they're trying to maybe cut in, or just like ruin my chances of, like, they're trying to like do what I do. And I was like, already an issue. And it's like, here we go, fucking I go again. And what did I lose to? Right. Hmm. 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 Hmm.